Okay, for number 2, practice number 2, we're going to take this table here and answer out A, B, and C and do the same thing for the equation. Label the quantities in the equation. So we're talking about distance in miles and kilometers. So this is going to be my, this is my distance, all right, in miles. And this will be my distance then converted into kilometers. All right. Remember, this is always your independent variable. This is always your dependent. In terms of Sherry's equation, x is the independent, and that is going to be representing them for that kilometers. That's her distance. And then the y, the dependent, is going to be then the conversion to, say, miles. Okay. Compare the slope for each function. So Chris's slope, the way I'm calculating Chris's slope is by doing the change in the y's, and I'm picking these two nice numbers divided by the change in their x's. Go to your calculator, subtract those, divide them. And when we do that, I get 1.6094 for slope. On Sherry, I can just look at exactly her equation, because don't forget what you guys know, mx plus b, the slope can be identified right there as 0.6214. Now, the y-intercept, I'll talk Sherry here while I'm on it. The y-intercept occurs when x is 0, and I don't see anything after the x. There's no plus or minus. That means this y-intercept is then 0. For Chris's table, the y-intercept is also going to be at 0, because you're talking about traveling here, and if you traveled 0 miles, therefore you've traveled also 0 kilometers. So here, they're both going to be at 0, because again, we've traveled 0 miles, 0 kilometers. We haven't traveled anything else in the other units, all right? Okay, number 3. Alejandro and Maria here talking about movie collections. So for Maria, all right, the bottom table is going to represent our months. And we're talking about each month where she continues to get movies. So that's what those data points are representing. And then the y-axis will be then the number of movies. Now here, to do the y-axis then, the scale, it says in the 5th month she had 15 movies. So as I look at that, this will be nice if I go here by 2s. So as I label that out, okay, I can see right here then that is at 15, okay? Now, over there on Alejandro, just like we did in our notes with the equation, where our x is going to represent the number of months. And let's go for a of x for Alejandro. That output is going to be the number of movies collected. So for Alejandro here, for the number of movies, he started off with 27 movies, and then each month he continues to add in 2 more. So that is the function that he's got. Now compare the slope for each one. So down here, I'll do part B, the slope for Maria. Show me that staircase. How are you moving from one to the other? So as I'm looking at it, and make sure you count carefully. I'm down here at 3, and then I'm up there at 6. So it looks like I'm going up 3 and then over 1. And make sure that up 3 and over 1 continues to happen, and it does. So what that says is 3 movies per month she adds to her collection. Whereas the slope on Alejandro here, because of the rate they just talked about, 2 movies a month, And the equation we put together, we can see pretty quickly his slope or his rate of change. Now for the y-intercept for each one, for Maria, the y-intercept occurs when it is set to 0 or it crosses the x-axis at. And then in this case then, for that, Maria is down here at 0. So Maria has 0 movies for a y-intercept. Alejandro, though, he inherited some movies from his uncle. So again, that y equals mx plus b. The b is the y-intercept. He's starting off with 27 movies right there. Now, I would add in a question D if I could, to basically say compare at 3 months. So another question would be Maria at 3 months compared to Alejandro at 3 months. So at 3 months, Maria, I can look at my graph and see that she is at 9 movies. And Alejandro, all right, he's got quite a few more because of what he's inherited. 2 times 3 is 6, but he already has a 27 in his movie collection. So 6 plus 27, that turns out to be 33. So Maria is definitely less than Alejandro, and always will be, not always will be, that's a poor choice of words, because eventually Maria will overtake him down the road because she has a higher rate. But that's way down the road on that. But right now, at month 3, Maria's only got 9 movies and Alejandro has 33 movies.